It is now time for one of our favorite segments around here. We haven't had this in a week or two, feels like, with so much college football. The betting commandments with Arky. Arky, enlighten us, oh wise one. What is your betting commandment of the day?
Well, today the betting gods have told me to announce to you that there is another betting commandment that you should be paying attention to, and that, of course, is the observe thy limits. You should know what thy limits are, and you should very much stick to them. And this is a great time of the year to actually sort of talk about that, because I sort of pick a date in every single sport that I go and adjust my limit. But at the very beginning of each year, the limit is the amount of money you're willing to put on a single bet.
Okay.
Right? That's what we're paying attention to. So, like, for example, like in basketball, the NBA, every bet until Christmas Day, that's the arbitrary time I pick, I will bet $25. Right? You know, it's not high roller, it's sort of in the middle, but it's something I'm comfortable with losing if I lose, the kind of thing, because you don't know much about the teams until you learn. Same thing in baseball. I end up choosing June 1st in baseball. College basketball, I wait till December 15th. Just a random day I pick, right, to go above the limits.
Specific.
But the thing is, you have to stick with those limits. So if you want to be able to protect yourself and not lose your rear end, you have to say, hey, listen, this is my number, win, lose, or draw. Because here's one of the tempting things. If you get on a hot streak, you're tempted to go ahead and up that limit and say go $50 in the game or $100 in the game. You don't stay disciplined, and that's how you lose over the long term. A lot about sports betting and making money in it is staying disciplined and paying attention to not only your bankroll and the numbers themselves, but also the limits that you have. So observe thy limits. Pick whatever limit you want. If it's $5 a game, $10 a game, it doesn't really matter. You sort of pick your limit, what you're comfortable with losing, and then once you get more comfortable with the games themselves, once you figure out the teams, then you can sort of adjust that limit, or maybe just keep the limit the same. I always increase it once I know more about a team. Like in college football, for example, I choose October the 1st, or the first Saturday in October, because you get through most of the non-conference games and you have a little bit of an idea. So observe thy limits, stay true to them, and they will not betray you in the long run. But again, those limits have to be something that you're comfortable with losing. That's what you always have to consider. Are you comfortable losing this $10 or this $25? And if you are, that's a pretty good limit. If you're not, you probably want to lower that limit. So observe that limit, find a comfortable one for you, and you're going to be okay in the long run, especially if you pay attention to this show, and especially if you pay attention to 2K. Oh, man, Kayla's hot the last couple of nights. That's someone you need to be following.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah. But that's the thing about sports betting, and I'll be brief with this, is that if you get really hot or if you get really cold, you have a tendency to want to either make that back or try to double it up or make even more. And that's where you sort of get lost because, again, to make money at this, you have to be over 50%, and the vast majority of people are not over 50% picking. In fact, you have to be over 51.5% to make money in it, and it's just really hard to do. That's why you have to pick that limit that you're comfortable with losing, and then to stick with that limit as long as humanly possible, hopefully forever.